These days, she may be working as one of President Donald Trump's campaign advisors and dating the president's son, Donald Trump Jr. But back in July 2018, Kimberly Guilfoyle made headlines for leaving her post at The 5 on Fox News, somewhat abruptly. The New York Times speculated that Guilfoyle could have possibly been vacating the job to take on a more politically centered role with President Trump, which, as we now know, is exactly what she went on to do. At the time, the outlet reported, President Trump considered hiring her as his White House press secretary, telling allies that he was impressed with her presence on TV.
And we stand for our flag.
She never became the press secretary, but remained heavily involved in Trump's campaign. At the time of Guilfoyle's departure from the network, Fox News stated that the network had, quote, parted ways with her, leading some to believe that perhaps the exit wasn't a mutual one. Shortly after she left, that idea gained momentum when HuffPost published an exclusive report alleging that Guilfoyle was indeed forced out of her job at the network. The outlet cited a handful of sources who claimed Guilfoyle did not make a voluntary departure, but a rep for Guilfoyle told HuffPost that her exit from Fox was, quote, mutual and amicable. What later became evident was that Guilfoyle's exit was likely anything but amicable. Just days after she left her job at Fox News in 2018, HuffPost published a report saying Guilfoyle's exit from the network was due to her being forced out over allegations of inappropriate conduct. According to the outlet, the network was reportedly investigating human resources reports against Guilfoyle, alleging that they told her she had to be out by July of that year. She reportedly tried to reason with them to let her stay. It didn't work, and she was forced to leave. The complaints against Guilfoyle, according to HuffPost sources, included allegedly verbally abusing support staff and sharing illicit photos with her coworkers. It wasn't until October 2020, though, that the darker details of these complaints finally came to light. In a story published by The New Yorker, it was revealed that Guilfoyle's former assistant bore the brunt of the alleged misconduct. The assistant, who also worked for former Fox host Eric Bolling, alleged in the complaint, Guilfoyle had subjected her frequently to degrading, abusive, and explicitly inappropriate behavior. The assistant claimed Guilfoyle frequently walked around without clothes and made her uncomfortable on a regular basis. After the complaint was filed, Fox then hired a law firm to handle the situation. It was then that the assistant alleged that Guilfoyle even tried to pay her off, so she wouldn't reveal any incriminating details to the lawyers. At the time, Eric Bolling was also being investigated for alleged misconduct.
I saw all too personal, up close, what goes on when you have lawlessness and recklessness and disrespect.
But not only did Guilfoyle's assistant complain about misconduct and ongoing distress in the workplace, she also alleged Guilfoyle attempted to keep her quiet during the investigation with the full force of a legal team. According to The New Yorker, though, the assistant refused to conceal the truth and instead made formal complaints about Guilfoyle and Eric Bolling. The result, according to the outlet, was a deep investigation into both Fox anchors and Guilfoyle's eventual boot from Fox News. While the assistant's identity has remained protected, according to The New Yorker's report, the woman simply stated, "I wish you well, but I have nothing to say." An amount of money was exchanged, with Vanity Fair reporting the former assistant was eventually paid more than $4 million by Fox News over the matter, and Guilfoyle was sacked. Guilfoyle, on the other hand, made the quick pivot to President Trump's campaign, where she has remained a very public figure ever since. As for the allegations, her lawyer previously told The New Yorker any suggestion she engaged in misconduct at Fox is patently false. More recently, Guilfoyle herself explained to the outlet, "In my 30-year career, I have never engaged in any workplace misconduct of any kind. I have served as a mentor to countless women, with many of whom I remain exceptionally close to this day." Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.